Hey everyone, I am going to test this out and see how my voice carries through this, and because I'm on my camera. Alright, I'm going to give you all an office tour today. This is my space up here where it's really cold because that space heater does not work. You can see I've got several different signs on the wall, including a Route 66 one. My wife took her plates off the car and got new ones, so I've got her old ones to put up up here on the wall, right next to that one. I'm going to do that today. All the books, the binders you see here on the shelf, those are all Dungeons and Dragons stuff. Supplements, guides, modules, things like that. They're all in there. I've got several different cabinets, including that one over there. I'll get to that in a minute. They're just filled with them. I downloaded from FTP sites. But what I really wanted to do was show everybody these models. I am an avid model builder and collector, and every single one of these I built myself. Some of them have special features to them, and some don't. The ones with special features have lights that go on by them, have lights on them. And some of them have LED underlights. Some of them have speakers. But yeah, these are just some of them. There's another line behind. I'll show it. As a matter of fact, this one has one of the lights on it. You can see the wire right there. But yeah, Porsche behind there. Then I got a bunch of NASCARs. You can maybe see a little bit on that one right there. I'll back it up and show it there. I'm a Darrell Waltrip fan, and I built several of his cars. And they're all in this section right over there. You can see the Pepsi one over there, and then his other cars. You can see the Tide Ride back there in the back. And that's Christine right there. Christine's a special one for me. And I'll see if I can get around to it going over there. Christine, maybe you can see it, maybe you can't, is a half and half car. Half of it is fully done. The other half is completely crumpled. I did that by using a knife and melting the side of the car. Let me see if I can get a closer look of it. Move these out of the way. Oh, that's not good. Oh, I see what happened. The end came off of this one. That is a Chip Foose truck. That's one of the Chip Foose models that I've got. I built several of them. I'll set that on that broken like that. I'm gonna have to fix that box. Alright, Christine. Right there. Move it closer to the light. Maybe you can see it. You can see her over here. How bent up she is on one side and completely ready, finished on the other. It's like that front and back. Okay. Let's put the Foose truck back. And then this one can go back as well. And this one here can go back. Yeah, the rest of the models continue over here. My Mustang collections, I've got a Nomad back there. A Duesenberg. And the one behind the Deuce, I'll see if I can get a closer vision of that, is a Route 66 truck that I made. I printed the decals myself on that one. Oop, my Hogwarts picture fell over. Now let's set it down there for now. At any rate, I've got Ford convertible. A lot of the paints I ended up doing myself. Some of these are color change paints too. DeLorean, Back to the Future DeLorean and kit. And a bunch of more down here. It's kind of dark, so you won't be able to see those. And then more down here as well. And then on this side, that police car has working lights. And then the Ecto 1. And that Cadillac right there, I can plug a MP3 player or anything like that, or a Bluetooth, and it'll play through the speakers in the trunk of that car. This is my pride and joy right there. I absolutely love that. That is a Nomad with a root beer paint. And there's some more of the D&D books. Now this collection right here, I've got some old ones right there. This Dungeon Master's Guide is one of the newer ones. Well, it's not exactly new, but I've got some that are date back to 1979. There's one of them. That's the Monster Manual. That one's old. That one's about 50 years old. This Player's Handbook's almost 50 years old. The Fiend Folio is an old one. That's the newer Player's Handbook. The Monster Manual 2. And there's my pride and joy right there. My original Dungeon Master's Guide. That book is worth a lot of money, and it's still in good condition, as is the Player's Handbook and the Monster Manual. I've got compendiums all over the place, player characters, stuff like that. Now over here, that Dobro that you see right here, hanging on the wall, was given to me by my dad. He couldn't play it anymore because of his arthritis, so he sent me the case with the guitar, with the Dobro, and it hangs on the wall now. I've got strings for it, and they need changed pretty bad. This bass right here was my original bass, but it needs to have a new string put on it. And that over here is my mandolin. I wanted one that would plug into an amplifier, and this one's a 4-string. Most of them are 12 strings, but I went with a 4 instead, and it was actually a pretty good price, so I like that one a lot, but I don't play it much. Over here you can see one of my guitar stands. I use that one for taking pictures of guitars and stuff like that if I need to. Toolbox. Yes, I do sew. I got a sewing machine. This desk right here is my modeling desk. Right now my vision isn't all that good. I can't read fine print very easily because my glasses prescription needs to be changed. But this is the desk that I use for modeling. I've got a couple Fender signs that my wife and daughter gave me. And the Route 66 stuff right there. I am a huge fan of Route 66 and the Titanic. So I've collected a lot of books and stuff like that. And signs denoting all of it. Let's see. Dale Earnhardt. Let's see, more bookshelves. These are all my older books over here. I've got stuff from Tom Clancy and John Grisham and Terry Brooks. And my Harry Potter books there from J.K. Rowling and stuff like that. I'm a huge Harry Potter fan, and I collected a whole bunch of books like that. I've also got a bunch of collectibles like this Field of Dreams Cornflakes box that Hy-Vee ended up turning out. My Elder Wand down here. Some of the stuff is Route 66, like this. Old Dr. Pepper labeled bottles. Pepsi Long Neck. A Hershey's Kiss that I don't use anymore. Harry Potter Pez. Some Snapple with the Bret Michaels Apprentice label on it. Of course, I've already showed you this shelf here. This one still needs to be cleaned up a bit, but this has most of my guitar hardware on it. This is where I do all my bass guitar repairs. All my stuff is there. A couple RC cars down here. I've had these for a long, long time. That black Mercedes, as a matter of fact, is probably a good 20 years old. Maybe even more than that. And the Mustang is a little bit newer than that one. All of our old games are over here. Life. I got a classic version of that game there over here. Cardinal Pillow. Now, this part of the alcove, the desk over here, where I do my modeling, used to be over here. But I wanted it a little bit more easier to get to. All of the cars that you see on this wall are unopened blister packs of Fast and Furious cars. I started collecting the sets of them. All my extra models are over here that I still need to do. I've got all kinds of different sizes of them. That, where all the stuffed animals and my wife's doll Jeanette are sitting on, is a antique sewing machine that my wife got from her mother, and I think it came down from her mother, and from her mother too. All of the hats here, I do have a Rockford Peaches one from the All-American Girls Baseball League. I use that as a costume, as a matter of fact. I'm wearing the jersey today. But I'm a St. Louis Cardinal fan, and I collect all kinds of hats from them. More books through here. These are old ones as well. And I got more down here. That is my pedal board for my bass guitars. Oh, the drum set. This is the case for my drum set right here. I'm going to be selling that because there's the drums. Needed to take a picture of that and put it on Facebook Marketplace because there's no way I'm going to be able to mail those out. Somebody's going to have to pick them up locally. This is an electronic drum set. And yes, it does work, but I never play it. So, I'll end up selling that one. Alright, over here I've got my Bluetooth record player. It actually plays albums, and I have a couple of them. ZZ Top's Eliminator and Def Leppard's. This is my keyboard. I've had this one for many, many years, and I love it. I just don't play it very often. Now, to get on with the guitars here. These basses, that one right here, is called the Taxi Backer. This one was a kit guitar that I ended up painting the Fender yellow and put the checkerboard pickguard on there in honor of Diamond Rio's Jimmy Olander, who has a Fender Stratocaster. Oh no, it's a Telecaster that they called the Taxicaster for a while. He doesn't use it very much anymore, but I ended up painting it to mirror his guitar. This one is a Jaguar that I ended up buying. And I absolutely love that. I love this guitar. It's got a great sound to it, but I don't play it very often. This one right here is a specialty guitar that I ended up making myself. This is the Moolah bass. This thing is worth over $1,000 by itself. It has a Fender Mexico neck on it. It's got specialty tuners and strings to it, and the bridge and the pickups right there. It's got dual pickups on it, and the knobs. It also has the finish on it is not really a finish. That is a vinyl wrap that I put it on there because it was it was a carbon fiber look. You can see the back neck piece here. I didn't have anything put special on that one though, but I did for one of these guitars. I'll see if I can find it. This one right here next to it was another kit guitar that I ended up painting myself, called the Poison Apple, because of the paint. It's a color changing paint, and it is, I think this one is the Precision bass, Fender Precision, based on the Fender Precision bass. And the other one behind it is Turquoise Waters. That's the other one that I ended up making right there. That was the other one I ended up building and painting myself. Right there. I think that's the P bass, if I remember correctly. This one's Precision, the other one's a P, or I can't remember which one it was. But anyway, this one right here is my, is that the, yeah, that's the Gretsch 2220. Right there. That's my short neck bass, or small scale bass is what they actually call it. I like the sound of this one. When Gretsch released these, they had pickups that didn't match up, that they were supposed to have, and they didn't. So they ended up getting changed. I haven't done that one with that though. I don't play it a whole lot. This one is an Ibanez with black strings, and this one's a special one because I bought this one from our local guitar repair shop, the Guitar Junkyard, from my friend Terry, and it goes all the way down here, and he sold it to me for $100, and I ended up changing it. I don't know if you can see it or not, but on the back it says the Ibanez, and it's got 8675309 as the serial number. I found a site where you can go and change it to whatever number you wanted, so I named this guitar Jenny. And I'll keep this one. As a matter of fact, this entire front row I'm keeping. The other ones I'm gonna sell. The PB here I ended up getting on eBay, and it wasn't in great shape when I got it. Pickguard was pretty beat up, so I ended up putting a wrap on that. Had to touch up the paint on the back of it. This one is, I think that's the Yamaha. Oh no, that's the Jackson. Yeah, that's my Jackson bass there. And that's the Music Man over here. And this one right here was my second bass. That was it's a generic bass. I'll end up selling that too. And that one is my red Yamaha. I'll end up selling that. Now, onto the desk. This desk over here with the two monitors used to be over there in the far corner, where the models are now and where my toolbox and stuff are. This is my mixing board desk. It's got the two monitors. I can put the PlayStation 4 or the Wii on this monitor there. And this monitor has special hookups for my interface, which is right here. Kind of dark. The interface goes there, and the monitor box is there. And I can hook my laptop computer up to this monitor. Underneath, I've got all my cords are in this bag here. I've got 3 amplifiers under there. The one right here is the one I use the most. It's the smaller one. This one over there is way too powerful for the house. Over here is my PS5, and this is my main computer here. When I'm watching YouTube videos and stuff like that, this is what I'm watching them on. I've had this desk forever. A good 30 years, I think is what it was, and it's starting to get a little beat up now and stuff, but it still works out pretty well. There's my computer. I'm going to end up getting this replaced probably in June with something more powerful, because when I retire in June, I'm going to end up becoming a full-time YouTuber. So I want something that's going to be powerful enough to run games and everything else. But yeah, I use a triple monitor setup so that I can run iRacing primarily. Although, when I do games like Car Dealer Simulator that you can see right there on the screen, I do put my OBS over here on the side so that I can see it over there. And that's the tour of my office. Thank you for watching, everyone.